Welcome back to the We on One podcast. Today's episode is all about Love is Blind Season 4.
So if you haven't seen season 4 yet, go ahead, go watch the whole season and then come back and watch this episode.
We'll be right here waiting for you. All right? Go ahead,
So do you
sorry.
want to explain what Love is Blind is for the people who don't know?
So, Love is Blind is pretty much a dating show on Netflix where I think it's like 15 to 16 people will go and they will have like multiple dates with other like strangers that they've never met. I think it's based in like certain cities. But pretty much what it is just everybody's going on like random dates in like these little soundproof pods, so you can only hear the person who's like right across from you.
But you can't see them.
You can't
so
see
you
them.
have absolutely no idea what they look like. And you're there to find your husband or your wife. So you only date them, I think it's like for 10 days. And then by like day number 10, you have to already propose to them. And then after that, once you propose and they say yes or no, then you get to meet them in person. And then like at the reveal, then like you get to see each other or whatever, and then you go off. They went to Mexico for like, they're like, what is it, like a,
It's
I
like a
don't know,
mini
like a vacation or
vacation. Yeah.
something. And then that's when you get to know like your person. And then after the trip in Mexico, then you go to they set you up in these like condos, or like, yeah, it was like condos, right? Apartments or
Yeah.
something. And then that's when you get to meet like the person's families, their friends, like see if you guys are going to work. And then you talk about like just things of what you want in your marriage and like your future. And then at the end you go all the way to the altar, and then you decide, like, do you want to marry that person? Like, is love really
Is
blind?
love
Like,
truly blind?
yeah. Would you ever do anything like that?
Nah, I don't.
Like, okay, let's say hypothetically, okay?
Hypothetically.
Very, very, like, no chances, honestly, because, okay, if me and you didn't work out
Right.
and you wanted to start dating again,
Would I go on Love is Blind?
would you go on Love is Blind? Would you go on a dating show like that?
I don't know. So, like, the reason why I say I don't know is
Don't
because.
think about it hard, because
All right, don't think about
honestly,
it hard. Just shoot.
the chances are very, very, very
All right.
slim. I don't think I'll ever let you
For
go.
for the experience, yes.
You're never gonna go back on the market.
For the experience,
just to
yes.
be clear.
Okay. Well, for
Okay.
the experience.
Hypothetically.
I heard you the first 7 times.
Okay, I just want you to know.
Yeah, like I think I would do it just for like the experience. But do I believe that Love is Blind? No.
So then why would you go on a show like that?
I just
then?
said for the experience.
You're gonna be one of those people to go on that show to get
Yeah,
famous,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. You're gonna expose. I'm gonna be the one on TikTok getting exposed for
That's
being
fucked
famous,
up.
and then
That's
like,
fucked up.
what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna show up, fake propose, and be like, I'm gonna keep the ring.
I'm fucking dead. That is fucked up. I couldn't do that. Love isn't blind for me.
Yeah,
I won't be
it's
able to
about
do
looks
that.
for you.
I mean, not everything, but yeah.
How much percentage of you think it's about look? And think, tread very lightly, because I'm built like a mini cart. Shout out Chewy Too Blurry.
I don't know.
When
I
he
don't know
watches
the
this, he'll know
percentage.
what
I
that
don't know.
means.
I don't know the percentage, but love is blurry for me.
Love is blurry.
Love is blurry. All right, so let's talk about the couples though, because there was just so much drama.
There's
this
a lot
season.
going on.
Okay, the very first season. Okay, you've actually have
I've,
only
yeah.
seen season 4.
So for background,
you never used to like these shows.
Yeah, I never liked these shows. I didn't even like this one.
obsessed.
I didn't even
I'm
like this one.
obsessed.
But I was also like, let me give this shit a try, because I was just like, that's all you wanted to watch on TV. So I was just like,
Yes.
all right, fuck it.
I'm obsessed with
I'll watch
Love is
it.
Blind, The Ultimatum, The Perfect Match. I love dating shows.
Pretty much anything Netflix, you're watching it. Well,
Period.
anything like Netflix dating, Belinda's gonna watch it.
I love dating shows.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the very
Yeah.
first season that Love is Blind had, it was like, I don't know, I just felt like the people were so boring. But I feel like it's because then people really was there for love.
Oh yeah.
Because then like all the seasons after that, it's just like a bunch of people, like they just want to get famous from the show, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, because it's easy to get
they're not
famous
really
from like a
there
show
for
like that.
the right reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really easy to get famous off a show like that, because
Mhm.
you literally just show up, you say a couple crazy things, and then all of a sudden, like, all of TikTok or all of Instagram
Mhm.
is like running with like this crazy narrative or how much of a crazy person you are.
Dude, and they like, some people are so crazy. They be going back years to see like what you tweeted in 2014. We'll get into that.
Well, they do that now just with like
Yeah.
regular celebrities and shit, or like just
But
regular
it's
people.
just so funny. Like, damn, y'all really going all the way back, years back, seeing what the heck they put on Twitter. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I don't care
So the
enough.
very first couple I want to talk about is, I think, Zach and Irina.
Okay.
Zach and Irina. So Zach
Excuse me.
first picked Irina
Right.
as his
Lover.
spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so crazy because I was so freaking annoyed when he picked her because okay, there was the episode where it was his birthday
Right. And then
and the other girl that he had a connection with, her name was Bliss.
yes.
She made him cupcakes
Yeah, like she
for
was like
his
going.
birthday
Yeah, she
and
was like
like
doing all that
yeah,
nice stuff for him.
she's literally so thoughtful. I love Bliss, okay?
Yeah,
She
she's
was
cool.
so thoughtful. She
Talking like we
made
know
him
them. She's cool.
she
She's
made
good
him
people.
cupcakes for his birthday and like she remembered his birthday first of all and was so thoughtful about it and Irina was watching her make the cupcakes and then that's when she remembered, oh shit, it's his birthday. And she had the nerve to
Well,
go up to Bliss and say, can I have one of your candles? Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my face asking me for one of my candles, like I wanted Bliss to
well, the
sack her ass in the face.
I'll give Bliss, not Bliss. I give Irina a little bit of slack. She did only know him for like 3 days. How
Okay,
the
but
fuck are you supposed to remember somebody's
I
birthday
mean,
in
we
three
don't we
days?
don't know what day that was in the pods, but still, like
If we're
I feel like that's something you should if that's gonna be your future wife or husband, like you shouldn't be asking when is your birthday. And she did know. He did tell her
he
when
was like
his
talking about
birthday
it.
was. She said she forgot it was his birthday. But how you forget it
So
was
yeah,
his
so she
birthday?
admitted that she
Because
knew
you knew it
he
was gonna
had a
be
birthday.
in a couple of days, right?
Yeah.
And she had the nerve to ask for a candle. Like I would have sucked
What
her
was she gonna do
ass.
with the candle?
I have no idea. I have no idea what she was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
even
why I
do with the
never got like
candle. I
they
don't know
never
if she
followed up.
was she gonna hold it in her hand and like sing happy birthday. I don't know, but it was just like, and then the way Bliss was like, "No, you can't have my." Like I
That's
was like,
good.
"Oh my god, dude, she's like so." I don't know like what the word is, but
Who Irina?
no, Bliss. Like she's just so like calm and like collective about everything.
Yeah.
The way she even said no, it was like so calm and collective, and I'm like, Bliss, punch her ass for
Yeah, like you
that.
could tell like she's not
Yes, like she's
like an
just
aggressive person. She's very just
she's
like
so
laid back.
lovely.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
I don't know.
That's
Is that
inside
the
and
word?
out.
The
She's
word?
lovely.
Well, you can tell who Belinda was rooting for.
Yes. Oh my god. And then like okay, this is the reason why he didn't pick Bliss. What he said was he said that he didn't pick Bliss because when Bliss was talking about Irina, she said that she was questioning his character because he was into Bliss, but
Yeah.
he was also into Irina, and they're two different like
Types of people.
personalities. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, I mean, if you're into the both of us, I'm like questioning that because I'm questioning your character because if you like someone who is into, if you like
Into
Irina,
A. Yeah,
yeah,
into A. Not
then
and then you're also into someone who's into like
yeah,
B.
because she was like, Irina isn't a good person and stuff. And he got mad that she said that because he
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's like being mean, like you're being mean. And that's why he didn't pick her. And I'm like, man, she's
So
telling the truth.
so think of it like this though. Like, do you
Because
think
it's
they
true. Like, if you were into me, but you were into like a mean girl, I would be like, we are two different types of
well you
people.
are a mean
I'm
girl.
nice, and that's a mean girl.
well you are a mean girl.
So then that's like you
But
liking me, a mean girl, and
yeah.
someone that's nice.
Well, can't you just like both?
No.
Like, have you ever seen the meme that says like I like these kind of girls, but I also like these kind of girls? And it's like a
No,
trashy girl and then like a girl from like church.
that's me. I'm just kidding.
Which one?
Both.
Both.
Just kidding. But yeah, so that's why he didn't pick her, and I was like, man, how the fuck you gonna pick the girl who didn't even remember your birthday? Whatever.
Because maybe
He
he
got
likes to
his
be
karma.
abused.
He got his karma in Mexico, okay? Or he got his karma the minute that reveal came out. So
Yeah.
after the pods, they went to that reveal because he proposed to the girl who
Mhm.
forgot his birthday.
Yep.
And they went to the reveal, and the minute she saw him, she was like doing the the screech, like, oh, I don't want to touch him. Like he reached in for a kiss, and she was like, just a hug for now.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch, I want to punch you.
Her love is definitely not
No,
blind.
she was there to get famous
I think so
because
too.
she has like this like her own business or whatever.
Mhm.
And the minute that the like show came out on Netflix,
Yeah.
she started changing like her logos and everything for her business, and her whole like business page like changed or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was here to get famous. I don't care what she
Well,
says.
the reason why I don't like her was just pretty much so like there was like a scene where like there was this other girl who was like crying over a guy.
Oh my god.
And she came
she's
over and
such a
you
bitch.
could tell like she's like definitely like heartbroken over this shit. And then she like her and the other girl who like I guess they like the same guy, and the other girl was Irina's friend. She was just like pretending to like go spy on them and like pretty much laugh at them while they're like not even like in another room right next to them.
Mhm.
And it's just like, dude, like
They
you're
were literally like acting like little
yeah,
kids,
they're acting
yeah.
like little 16-year-olds, and like that shit's so fucking annoying. And then
Like they're
like
just laughing at other
yeah,
people crying. And you know what? Like I saw like she made this fake ass apology, okay, all over like she posted it on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere else.
right.
Apologizing for her mean girl behavior and like that she didn't mean it and like it looked way worse than what it was. No, bitch. You are a fucking mean girl.
I
Like
think so too.
she's
I think she's a
no.
piece of shit.
Yeah, she's apologizing cuz she got
Yeah.
caught
If you ever come
being a mean
across
girl.
this, Irina, you're a piece of shit.
Period.
You're a piece of shit. Like you definitely did
Yeah,
not
so they were just
deserve to
like
like be on that show and even like
no.
reap the benefit of it like at all, because it's like at the end of the day it's like you want to support good people and you want to support people who are like nice, and you're just not a nice
The
person.
funniest fucking comment was people calling her beans.
From even
From
Stevens.
even Stevens. I can't. Once I saw that picture, I can't unsee it. Like
Yeah.
that's beans, and it's so funny because she's been like going along with the joke now too. Because
She's like
she's
going
trying to
along
get
with it,
she's
but
trying
she's
to get
also
through
like
the
crying.
hatred. Yeah,
Yeah, she's also
she's
like
trying
crying on the inside.
she's trying to get through the hate comments. But like everybody on her picture, like everything she's been posting, like I don't remember what it was, but she posted a TikTok and it was funny. It was funny. And then in the comments, everybody was like, "We're still mad at you, beans."
Like we ain't forget, bitch.
And she was like, she like coming back like slowly but surely, and they were like, "Not really."
At all.
Dude, it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Once, just Google Irina like from or
Beans
beans or
from
something,
even Stevens.
and you're gonna see like the similarities. It is so fucking funny. I was fucking dead.
It's fucking
Um,
hilarious.
and then it's crazy because so once they got to Mexico, she started flirting with her best friend's man. Like
Yeah.
I
Or the
was
girl who
like,
she was like being a mean girl with.
yeah. So I mean, right? Because
Which
they
is
only
like
knew
got
each
no
other for like
loyalty.
10 days at that point.
Yeah.
So that's not really your best friend, I guess.
And
But
do
they
you
said
really
they were
owe her?
best friends in the
But do you
pod
really owe her loyalty?
because you've only known her
Or
for
for like 10 days?
10 days.
Do you?
I mean, I know because that's what a lot of people are saying too. Like,
Like put
well, I
yourself
mean,
in the
if that could
situation.
be her future husband, why would she owe this girl she's only known for 10 days?
Yeah.
I mean, but that if that's still your friend this whole time in the pods, I mean, that's weird.
I agree, but I'm also just on the fence of like,
Yeah, I guess. Like,
yeah, I
does
guess,
she really owe
yeah,
her
like
that?
do you really owe them anything? Like
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I wouldn't do it because it's also like I don't want that karma. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to like. Yeah, also I don't want to look like a piece of shit in front of like millions of people, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and shit like that. But
But you know what? Okay, so there was the scene of them at the pool party,
yeah,
right? And she was like getting really, really close with Paul, Micah's person, husband, whatever. Um, and she put her hand in front of his face. And did you see like the part where he was pretending to like bite it and he put his mouth on her
yeah.
fingers? And so everybody was saying like that was fucked up because that was Paul being flirtatious and that's why she thought like Paul had a thing for her
Well,
too.
yeah, because he's also like, you know, he's doing his part in that shit too.
Yeah, but it's like, bitch, why are you going and putting your fingers in your best friend's man's mouth? Like, the fuck? That's like if one of my friends was going and putting their fingers in your mouth. The fuck?
Don't do that.
Right. That's
Because
so
I'm just like, what the fuck?
weird. That's so fucking
That's some
weird,
weirdo
okay?
shit.
Okay, but okay, after Zach obviously knew Irina was not fucking into him. I was so freaking aggravated because you literally had fucking bliss. She's literally lovely inside and out. And
And she
you
was like
go,
legit head over heels over for this dude.
yes,
And like, if you see
this,
a picture of this guy, like, you're just like, hey, bro, you better take what you get, because
he's
like,
ugly.
hey, bro, you better take what
But
you
you
get.
know what?
You're my guy.
He has he has a good soul, I
Yeah,
think.
I think he's a good person. I think he genuinely wants to be a good person, and I think that's
Hmm.
what won him over with like a lot of people because, like, it's like how you were going back. We were
A
talking
lot of
about.
people were saying like he was weird, and I thought that was so mean because
Yeah,
I don't think he's weird. I think he's actually very, very smart. He's intelligent.
yeah, but you can also be very intelligent and weird. Like you could be very intelligent and like there is a thing where like people who are like overly intelligent and just like really smart tend to be more like
Hmm.
socially awkward. You
Oh,
know.
I think he's socially awkward, but I
But
think
that's
Bliss
what I'm
is socially
saying.
awkward too.
I
She
don't
looks
see it.
like
I
it a
don't see
little
it.
bit.
No,
I can see it a
I don't
little
see
bit.
it.
I don't care. She's still lovely. Anyway, he finally realized that Irina didn't like him right after fucking days in Mexico. Like you could have took this fucking trip with Bliss, literally, but you
True.
chose the wrong fucking girl.
You could have been actually on your way to getting married and
And
not have
he
to waste like a
went,
day or two.
yes, and he went so that he goes back home by himself, and then he decides to pursue Bliss. Like the fucking nerve. Can you imagine like this man proposing to somebody else and then coming back to you and be like, I made the wrong choice. Bitch, I told you in the pod you were
See,
gonna make the wrong choice.
you're like, you're thinking like, isn't that crazy? You're like, why would he do that? But I'm thinking like, that's some very man shit to do though.
No, because like as a woman, like okay, this is the thing too, is like once he went back and told her, I'm so sorry, I made the wrong choice, you
Hmm.
were the one for me. She was like, I'm always gonna feel like your second choice. And that's
Which,
true.
yeah, I can see it. But then it's also like, you can feel like that. But if you want it to work, you kind of have to like
I
get
feel
over
like
that.
every fight that they have is always gonna be
Yeah,
like
it's like
because
she
of
just
that.
brings it
She's
back
gonna
up like,
be
bitch, that's that was your
that
second
would
choice.
be like,
Like
oh, remember
you wouldn't
that
be talking
time?
you wouldn't be talking to Irina like that.
Yeah. Or oh, remember that time you picked that ugly beans before me?
But like imagine like having to like sit there and just like have to like rehear that shit for like the next like your
Mhm.
life
Mhm.
because of that
I
like
know for a
one
fact
decision.
that was the fight of the year.
Yeah, I know for a fact you would bring it back up too. So that's why
Oh,
I'd
a
be
thousand percent.
like
You
every
know what?
chance.
Bliss is better than me because if you was to propose to somebody else and then come to me and tell me you made a no, that's a no for me.
I don't believe it.
I was shook that she said yes
Shooketh.
when he proposed to her. I was like, Miss Girl, are you sure? Like, are you sure you want to go with him after he already picked somebody else?
I thought the same thing. I'm like I don't know like would I like if I'm her or if I'm like in
And I
that same
was so
situation would I have
scared.
done it?
I was so scared for them when he was meeting her family because I'm like, man, how do you tell her family you proposed to somebody else? Dude, Bliss gets the loveliness from her mom. Her mom was literally so supportive and everything and welcomed him with open arms and everything.
Yeah, her dad wasn't so welcoming.
What did you think? Dude, I saw the funniest like TikToks about her dad too.
Hmm.
Like that man is hard. Like,
Yeah,
oh man, it killed me like watching the scene at the wedding when they're about to walk down the aisle and the dad is like telling her like, and don't forget, don't settle, and don't forget, don't do this, and don't forget, you don't have to pick him, or like you don't
yeah,
have to say yes and blah blah. Like he was so
yeah,
negative.
yeah. But
And the
you
mom,
know,
and each time that he was saying something negative, the mom like was looking at her and she was like, "You look beautiful, no matter what you do. Like, no matter what your choice is, I'm gonna be right here for you." And I was like, "Period, period."
I don't know. I'm kind of with the dad.
I
I
know,
understand
cause
because I
you're your
understand him.
dad.
I
So
understand him. Like
I know there was a
it's
lot of
not
comments too,
like
like, "Oh, I understand the
like
dad."
you don't get like I can't. Well, yeah, I guess I can't say that because like you're not a dad. You don't understand like the, I guess especially like
Mhm.
given the fact that like how Bliss carries herself, like you can tell like she's very intelligent.
Mhm.
You know, she has her shit together, and it's also like you don't want her to ruin that over just because she wanted to be on a show
Mhm.
and she wanted to feel like maybe this is the right thing that I needed to do
Or
because
like this, your daughter is coming home and
yeah,
she's saying, "I met this man 10 days ago,
yeah.
and now I'm gonna marry him."
I agree, and I'd be on the same shit. Like I'd be like, how the fuck do you know this is gonna work?
But you know what? But you
But
know what? Bliss's dad is also divorced, so why would we listen to him?
well, because he got remarried.
But he was divorced, so he obviously ain't doing shit right.
I mean, he did it right to get remarried.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, Bliss's stepmom didn't look happy at that dinner table.
She
Okay,
also did
she
look,
looked a little miserable
but she also did
being
look like she
married to
was playing
him.
her role.
She was just sitting there, like keeping
Yeah,
her
like
mouth shut the whole time, and
maybe
I was
she,
kind of like, Miss
but
Girl, I think you should be telling your
but
husband
how do we
to
know
chill
that?
out on his
So
daughter.
think of it like this though. What if she came in later on in Bliss's life, where like she really doesn't have that relationship with Bliss,
I mean,
or
the
have that
nerve.
like,
You could still
or
tell your
have that
husband, "Hey, honey, let's like be nice or like be supportive."
he was not
That
being nice
stepmom
or
wasn't doing
supportive.
shit for me.
And but this is the thing. It's like I felt the same way he did, but I wouldn't have approached it the way he did.
It
I
was
def
like the tone. It was the
yeah,
tone. It was
yeah.
yeah.
It was like the condescending, very like you're stupid tone. And when I feel like he could have like I feel like if you would have just been like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? this is why I feel like you should really rethink your decisions.
The thing is like, okay, if you feel like, okay, you're worried for your daughter, right, and you want to make sure she's fine,
Yeah.
then okay, that's fine to go ahead and tell her. But at least the least he could have done was say, okay, and whatever you decide, I'm here for you. Or and if you decide yes, I'm here for you. Something like that. He didn't say
Yeah.
none of that. He
But
wasn't supportive.
he reserves the right not to feel that way, though.
I don't know the nerve. Anyway,
Anyways,
um,
I'm glad that he did come around, though.
I mean, that's what they said
Yeah,
at the
they
reunion.
say that he came around, and I'm glad that he gave him a chance because they're still together till this day.
I'm glad that he changed his hair because his hair was really funky, and his hair looks better now.
That's what you're worried about. That's what you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. They're a really lovely couple together. Oh, so I don't remember if we said this, but Bliss and Zach were a yes at the altar.
Yeah.
I guessed that. I did guess that they were gonna be a yes.
I think I went like 2 for 4 or whatever it
Because
was.
I'm like, why would she say yes to the proposal if she's not gonna say yes at the
That
altar?
parlay didn't hit.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who's next?
Micah
and
and
Kawam and Alex.
no, Micah and Paul.
Micah and Paul. Oh, Micah was with Paul. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So Micah
Yeah.
with Paul.
But originally, that was like the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
you're
So
right.
yeah, Kwame liked Micah and was gonna propose to Micah, and then Micah cut it off.
Yeah, she was
So
just pretty much
then,
like, nah, I'm not feeling it, my boy.
yeah, and then she ended up saying yes to Paul, but Kwame was like heartbroken when she broke it off. Dude, it was so funny because I was.
He's that guy who, like, when they broke it off, he was like walking back and forth, like pacing,
He
like, I
was
gotta do push-ups right now.
heartbroken. He was heartbroken, but it's just funny because at the reunion he had the nerve to be like that. He wasn't like that heartbroken or whatever.
I mean,
You were crying.
yeah, that's
You were crying. You
yeah, like you
lied.
can't really say that because you dead ass were like crying the whole fucking time, and you were sitting there just like
Because
really
they were
pretty
kind of
pissed.
like he was crying, or he ended up proposing to Chelsea, and then they were like, asking Chelsea like how she felt like seeing him heartbroken off of Micah, and then going and proposing to her. He only proposed to her because Micah broke it off 1,000%. I don't care what anybody says. There's no convincing me.
I mean, but that's how that. But this is how that like that show works, though.
Okay, the pool party. Micah and Kwame were flirting for they were flirting for a really good minute, while Chelsea
at least they
and
made
the
it
other
seem like
ones,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
they made it seem like they were flirting for like a good 20-30 minutes.
and they both like apologized and said like, yeah,
we were wrong for that.
they were wrong. But he blamed it on the alcohol, and she just kind of went along with it.
Yeah, which I think is bullshit.
I don't know, okay, because they have a lawsuit right now saying that they were like they didn't give them like food, like enough food and water, and that they were only giving them alcohol to drink.
Yeah, but like I get that.
I don't know, because if you're not eating and you're not drinking, I mean, I don't know. Alcohol gets you fucked up if that's the only thing you're taking and you have no food in your system. You might be wilding out.
Okay, you really think that for 10 days they didn't get nothing to eat? Not one
not
a saltine cracker or a chicken soup. What the fuck?
No, I think that like they obviously ate, but I think what they meant was they only ate once a day. Is what I think that they're saying.
I get that. But you have the right to choose.
That they were filming for 20 hours of the day.
Yeah, so
which only left you with 4 hours to sleep. Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy.
You also have to think about it like this: if you're recording for 20 hours a day, why do you keep drinking?
Because they're thirsty, and that's all they have. If your throat is dry, you're gonna drink whatever's there.
They're better than me because I would have been straight up acting like a diva. I would have been like, I need a water bottle. I'm not recording until I get a water bottle.
I mean, it's crazy to me because, I mean, if all of this is true...
I need a 10-piece and a McNuggets or something. Like, I'm not recording.
If all of this is true, then why would they let Zach come on the show? He's a lawyer. So he can sue the shit out of these people.
But this is what you guys have to think. Like, a lot of these people, like, when people hear them complain, there's probably, like, actors and shit like that. Like, bro, like, welcome to the business. Like, that's what it is. Maybe that's just how it is in that line of work. Yeah. You're gonna be fucking hungry and you're gonna be fucking recording for like 20 fucking hours, and then you get to go home and then you would you rather sleep or would you rather eat?
Yeah.
I get it. But
I get it, I guess.
But to their point, it still doesn't mean that they should be deprived of food and
No, for
breaks and
sure.
shit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they should still be able to get what they need. They're
Yeah, I
essentials and
don't know.
shit.
I mean, that's what he blamed it on, and she just kind of went along with it. I think she just went along with
He
it so
said,
that
"Blame it on the alcohol."
I think that she just went along with it so that he wouldn't get in trouble with Chelsea. A
Nah,
thousand
well,
percent.
it also, yeah, because it
She
also
was
doesn't
going
seem like
along with
Micah didn't like her.
everything that he was saying.
She's like, "Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right."
You know what? I don't know, but with Micah and Paul, that was an automatic no for me. I was like, no, they are not gonna say yes at the altar. But it
Uh,
triggered me because they got those custom made
rings.
the
They
rings
so
custom
so they went
made.
to
I'm
like
like,
this
why are you
little
getting that
place
done?
in like downtown wherever they live, and they had
Mm-hmm.
like these specific like rings made like it was like what like really
I don't
hot,
remember
like
what
hot
it that what.
steel,
Yeah.
and they were like pounding them with hammers, and there was like this
Uh
dramatic scene where they're like bonding the fucking the metal
huh.
together because it symbolizes they'll be together forever. And
Yeah.
then it turns out that they
And
didn't
then
even
they
really
say
they weren't
no.
really banging with each other. They kind of got to the altar and they were just like, "You're cool," but like you're
I
more
don't
like
want to marry
yeah, you're
you.
like a friend cool. You're not really like I want to like fuck you for the rest of my
I
life
don't
cool.
care. You know what? She can say it 1,000 times that she was gonna say yes if he said
I don't
yes.
believe her.
She
She was
wasn't.
such fucking
She
liar.
wasn't.
She
She told
purposely.
him to answer
So
first so that she didn't look
hold
like the
on, we
villain.
got to
I
set
don't
up the
care.
scene. So pretty much what happens is at the end of all this, right? Like you go through the pods, you meet,
Hmm.
then you go through the wedding planning phase, and then you get to the altar. And then at the altar, pretty much what it is that's where like the show concludes, and they got like the guy who's like putting you at like what is it called, the marrying you or whatever. The guy goes like, "Is love truly blind?" And then you have to say yes or no. And when they got there, Micah looked at Paul and was just kind of like, "I want you to answer first." But like the way she said it, the way she looked, like you
Oh
just
no!
knew,
What she said was, it's in our best interest if I let you answer
which
first.
is so
That's how she
fucking
said.
stupid. That makes no
Bitch,
sense. What do you mean in our best interest? Like if he decides to be, what if he would have said yeah? Would you have said no?
she said that if he was gonna say yes, she was gonna say yes, but that she didn't want to say yes first because
She didn't
then
want
she
to.
felt like he was only going to say yes because she did. She's a
I don't
liar.
believe that
She's a
shit. Yeah,
liar.
I think that she just wanted. She was gonna say no, and
She didn't want to look like the
she didn't
villain
want to
because
look
she
like
was
the
already
villain
looking like the villain when she was laughing at people
and flirting with
crying
Kwame.
and being a mean girl with Irina and flirting with Kawami. No, no. She was gonna say no regardless, and she just didn't want to look
I
bad
think
being
so
the
too.
first
Yeah,
one.
she was definitely gonna
She
be
ain't
like, "Nah,
shit.
I'm not
I don't
fucking with
care.
y'all."
I don't care. And you know what? Some people are like, oh well, I mean, like she didn't like do that much. No, I didn't like her. I never liked her.
Yeah,
I don't even like her today.
I mean,
I don't even like her after the reunion. I don't like her after her interview. She's a liar. And
that
you know what?
reunion didn't even help with anything.
And she's crazy because the fucking nerve of her friends. Like I just don't get it. I don't get it why she's friends with them with them
Yeah.
friends. With
So then
Shelby
there
and
was
Ruby. Shelby and Ruby ain't her friends.
so there was like a mini like side story with her friends who were just like even if they didn't want to come off like that, they were hella edited to look like the
No,
world's biggest
no.
fucking
That's
haters.
how they are. I don't get there's no editing to that. That is literally her
There's
friends.
a lot of
Her
editing to
friends
that
literally
though.
showed her their true
Yeah,
colors.
like
Absolutely not.
if you said because she said like the first time she watched the show was with everybody else.
With her
When her,
friends. She was sitting with
yeah,
her friends
so
watching
like
it.
imagine you're sitting here watching a show about you getting married and you're going through it and you're already heartbroken because
Your
dude
friends
said
are talking
no,
shit about
and
you.
then you like see like little clips of your friends just saying like she's fucking. I don't
No.
know why she would do this.
That's crazy to me. No, okay,
She's
so
not
she
the one.
introduced Paul to her friends and they're like talking all this shit, saying, no, 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 like this is not the guy that I want for you. This is not the wedding that I want for you. This is like this whole experience isn't it. And it's like, bitch, who are you to say like this isn't the wedding that you want for your friend? First of all, the wedding is free for your friend. Why wouldn't you want your friend to have a free wedding? It's this experiment. You get everything for free.
Yeah,
Netflix pays for it. They pay for the dress. They pay for the rings. They pay for the whole wedding. Like,
you might as
why?
well.
Why? What do you want a free wedding for your friend? Miss Girl, the weddings are freaking expensive. Like, for you to sit here and say you don't want it, your friend signed up for this. Your friend wants it. Why do you care? What
Yeah,
you
like why
like?
aren't you just being supportive of the fact that your friend
Yes,
wants to
that's
sit
like
there
if one of my friends
and marry
wanted.
Paul?
That's like one of my friends signing up for this experiment and me going to be like, no, you deserve a different wedding. This isn't it.
I
Why
don't
the
know.
fuck would I
You
care? If my friend wants to do this, heck yeah, I'm gonna be there for her.
even
Like,
if you feel like that deep down.
yes. Why would I care what she signed up for? Like an experience. Like, if my
So
friend wants to, heck
so there's a
yeah.
twist to this. So are you a good enough friend to tell your friend the truth, or are you a good enough friend to just say fuck it? I'm just gonna.
I mean, it's hard to be like, no, this isn't the guy for you. That's on day one that you met this person. But your friend
Yeah.
got to know them on a different level without even seeing them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, could you really judge somebody like the first day? Like your friend's a person or whatever? Like,
You did because that's how you ended up married with this person. So you had to have just this person unbiased, right? You go in no biases at
no,
all.
I'm saying as the friend.
Oh,
Like let's say you met your friend's future wife,
right. And he did
but
this whole
you're like,
experiment.
but you only met them that one day, and you're like, no, I don't like this. Like, no, I don't
Yeah, it's
like
kind of
her.
hard. It's kind of hard to
But
say
your
that. Yeah,
friend has
I
already
agree.
spent all this other time with them, getting
10
to know them
days.
without even seeing them in person or like on a whole different.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That is that's true.
I mean,
Like,
if your friend is saying like
like
they
she's the
did this
one.
experience, like they have this other bond, like this whole bond with
Yeah,
somebody, who are you to say like,
that
no,
it's
this
not real.
person isn't for you? I mean,
I don't
they're
know.
marrying them.
I
What
mean,
does your
no,
friend care?
I agree. Like, I agree to an extent. No, I agree to an
You
extent.
gotta
I'm not gonna
trust that
lie.
your friend is following their heart and knows what they're
Yeah, I'm
doing.
not gonna. But I'm not gonna sit here on this podcast and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and
You're gonna
lie.
tell your friends,
I'm gonna tell my
no,
friend. Nah,
I
I'm
don't
not.
like her.
Hey, my boy, she's a little weird.
No.
Her eye look. It goes off to the distance. No, I'm just kidding.
No. That's fucked up.
But I'm saying like, nah, I wouldn't.
You're gonna tell your
Not
friend,
based off
nah, she's
looks. No,
ugly.
not based off looks. I wouldn't. I would never do that because what? No, I would
I
never
don't
do
know
that.
if
No, I would never
I
do
don't
that.
think that she didn't like Paul because of his looks. I
But
think that I think she low key likes Micah. She likes her friend. I think that she likes Micah
I
and
don't
she
see
was
that.
jealous of
I
it.
don't see
Yeah.
that. No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that she might
Cuz it was giving
lesbian.
it was giving yes, but it was giving you vibes. The girl
Oh, me? I was like, what the
no, no,
fuck? What
no,
do
no,
you mean?
no,
I'm not a
the
lesbian.
show. The show you the
Girl,
first
you're a
season.
lesbian. Me
The
too.
first season, how the one best friend was in love with her friend and didn't want
Oh,
her with
yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
I forgot what her name is, but it was giving that. It was giving that.
Fuck. What the fuck was her
I
name?
don't know, but the actress Shay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot what her name
I
is
know.
in the show, but it was giving that vibe where she's in
To
love with
me, it
her
was
best friend
given.
and she's
No, this
jealous.
is what it was given to me. This is what it was like. What I was seeing was like that Micah was always that girl who got everything that she wanted growing up, and she's just been that jealous friend forever. So like, Micah's always had the guy that she's always wanted, or she's always been the popular girl
I don't
type
know.
shit, and she's just always been that hating ass
No,
friend. So she
she's
just
in love
has an
with her friend.
opportunity. I don't know. That's such
I
a
think
weird
she's
thing
in
to
love with her
say.
friend. I think she is. But it's crazy because at the wedding when Paul said no to her, Shelby's in the back and she's laughing and she's like, this is exactly what I wanted. This is perfect. Like I'm like, bitch, what? Like
This is weird.
her and Ruby were both laughing and I'm like, why the fuck would you
Dude,
be
people were
laughing at
roasting
your
the fuck out of them.
she's literally running out,
Yeah, crying,
crying,
heartbroken.
sobbing, and I'm like, why would these people be laughing at their friend?
Because they're not real.
That is so fucked
They are real people.
up.
They're just not real people. Like
I
you don't do that
know.
shit to people.
That is so fucked up
But
that they were laughing. And then she's like crying in the room with him, and their friends are walking in and they're laughing at her still. And I'm like, bro,
oh, the touch butt gate.
oh yeah,
And then
that
there was so then
part.
there was also like a little video that came out like as he was walking out, he like I
There
think
was a lot of opinions
yeah,
on
there's a lot
this.
of opinions on this. So
Do
what
you think
he was touching her ass?
that Paul purposely touched Ruby's ass?
Okay, so there's but let's set it up because we want to be able to like for those people who did not pause this video and go watch Love Is Blind, did
No,
not
these
come
people
back.
already. These people are here to hear what we have to say about the whole thing. These
Okay,
people have already watched it.
so I'm
So
assuming that you guys know what the fuck is going on.
do you
No,
think
no,
that Paul
no,
purposely
no,
touched Ruby's
no,
ass?
no, no,
I
no,
don't
no, no.
know.
I don't think so because
I don't
there
know.
had look. You've never have been in a way of someone where someone
I
like
don't know.
accidentally
I
like
low key don't feel like I know Paul at this point.
We don't. We didn't spend 10 days with them in the pod.
I
I
don't
want to spend
know.
10 days in the pod with you, Paul.
I'm fucking
I want to
dead.
figure out why the fuck you're touching asses.
Ruby's ass.
Ruby's ass.
I mean, Ruby's really pretty, but I don't know.
Nah, I don't think it was that. I think it was made. I think her
But it
reaction
was
to it.
so fucking funny
So
because she liked
okay,
it.
so
She
no,
did the
no,
little.
no. But listen. So I think that. So to your point, they were still walking in laughing, right?
Mhm.
As they were walking in laughing, I can see her still holding that like smiling reaction. When
Mhm.
she sees him, she kind of goes like, "Oh shit! Like he's here." Like, "Oh shit!" Like he's here. Like he's not supposed to be in here. This dude said no, and then he walks by her,
You said tee.
and then he walks by her, and like touches her waist, and then walks out, and then her just being like, "Oh shit!" Like he just walked out, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" He
The
just touched my
little. She did
cheeks.
the little pop the booty. She went.
Maybe I don't
She
know.
did. She
I don't.
liked
I don't think so.
it.
No,
She
I don't
liked
think
it.
so. I'm willing to bet that it wasn't that.
Okay, he said that it was the placement. He said it was one of those where it was like he bumped into her type of thing and he was like, "Oops, sorry." How do you like oop,
Like my
I don't
bad.
know how to do it. Like yeah, like my bad, but it was
My
like
bad. You got some geeks.
it was the placement of his hand. He said it was the placement. Like he said he was so nervous because of everything. And I get it cuz I mean, he literally had just said no and he was trying to comfort Micah
Which is the wrong thing to do.
and he went and like he said that he was just so nervous that it was the placement and he just
Yeah,
wasn't
like he was
thinking
rushing out.
and that's why he did it. I don't know, the videos look bad. The videos look bad.
I
And it
think that
was so
it's
funny
blown out of
because
proportion.
okay, she did an interview with Nick and in the interview Nick asked her, "Do you think that he purposely did it to your friend? Like did he really like, grab her ass,
Mhm.
smack her or whatever?" And she said no. Like she doesn't think, she believes Paul and she doesn't think that he purposely did that. But then Nick was like, "I don't know, that's pretty fucked up. You better call your friend because she looked like she liked it." And she was like, "Yeah, you think so?" Like he
Yeah, but
was like
like,
hyping her up,
but like
like
his,
he was like,
yeah,
"You should be mad at her."
he's
And
putting the battery in her back.
I was like, "Period, you should be mad at
But
both of them,
that's
Shelby
also
and
some like girl shit.
Ruby."
He shouldn't have done that.
That was funny as
That's girl shit. He
fuck.
shouldn't have done
You
that.
know what? I want Nick to be the next host, okay?
He's not
For
even
the
that good.
reunion. I like
He's not that
him.
good.
I like
We should be the next host.
he was asking all the
He
right
was.
questions.
He was, but that's because he wasn't being paid by Netflix.
No, he
Let
straight up
Netflix cut the check. Netflix cut the check.
and Netflix won't let you ask what you need to be asked.
I'll ask whatever Netflix wants me to ask. If Netflix came and was like, "You need to ask Paul what his favorite color is," Paul, do you like blue or red? I'm taking the check. Fuck that.
No,
Fuck
no,
Nick.
no.
Shout out to Nick.
Nick was like, "Nah, you need to be mad at your friends."
Nah.
He straight up told her, "I don't think those are your friends," and I don't think so
I
either.
agree with him. Those
And
aren't your
she
friends.
said that when they were watching the whole thing, like as it came
Yeah.
out and stuff, that she was sitting with Shelby and that when she was laughing, like Micah looked at her like, "What the fuck? Like that's fucked up. Why are you laughing at me? Like crying,
Yeah.
running out the altar and stuff."
And what was her excuse?
That she said that she just didn't want
Her with Paul.
that she didn't want her heart broken or to
That's so stupid.
your friend's heart was broken when he said no. Like I don't know.
Instead of being more concerned about how
The
you feel,
excuse
you need
was
to be worried
bullshit.
about your friend.
The excuse was bullshit to me. Those are not
Excuse
her
me.
friends, but
Drinking
I don't
sparkling
know.
water.
Yeah, it was so funny. I don't know.
All right. I think we should move on to another couple. The perfect couple.
Which one?
What's his name? The perfect couple. What's his name? The one with what the
Brett
fuck is-
and Tiffany?
Yeah, Brett and Tiffany.
I mean, there's
There's nothing really
nothing
bad
bad
to
to
say
say.
about you guys. Like you guys pretty much are just like perfect.
man, the way
Dude,
I sobbed.
Her reaction.
I
No,
sobbed
dude.
at
Her
their
reaction.
wedding. Why was I crying at a stranger's wedding?
I don't
First of
know.
all,
I don't know. The last time I cried
Dude,
in
I
a
was-
movie
I was
was
literally-
Spider-Man dying in Infinity War.
I was literally
Spoiler alert.
crying at that wedding. Like I was like, bro, this is the most beautiful wedding. Like
Yeah.
she looked like such a beautiful bride. I have nothing bad to say
Yeah.
about them. I was
I
fucking
think-
dead because of the pants.
Oh no!
His
Listen,
meltdown.
Bougie Brett is me.
Bougie Brett.
Bougie
He's
Brett is just
me.
regular Dave. Because
I
like
love
I
Bougie
would
Brett.
not. I would not have like. I would have been on the same shit. Like this is the most important day of my life, and you got me out here with these parachute pants. Like we about to go get these bitches tailored. We about to get it figured out.
They
Cause
made the scene so dramatic too.
It was.
so fucking funny.
it was, and because
So
they
fucking
because
funny.
right like cutting right like the episode right before that it like cut off. So like you're thinking like, oh shit, something went down,
Yes, yes,
and you're
yes.
waiting like,
It's
oh
because
shit, what the fuck? Yeah,
the
yeah,
preview was him saying nothing bad was supposed to happen today.
yeah, and you're like, what
And I
the
was like,
fuck? You guys are
no.
perfect.
I
What are you
know
guys
for a
talking about?
fact these people ain't saying no.
No, like you guys can't play them like that. And then it just turns out his pants were too big.
Dude, it was so,
They played Netflix. You got
so
us,
dramatic. So dramatic. I
fuckers.
love Tiffany and Brett.
Yeah. So I
For
mean,
sure.
there's
There's
really
nothing to say about
yeah, there's
them.
nothing about.
There's nothing, you know what? They
I
exceeded
like
all
it. Two
expectations for
thumbs up.
me. They
Two
went there
thumbs up.
for love. They went there for love.
They were there
And
for the right reasons.
you know what? I actually thought that he was gonna fight his brother at the wedding, because he got mad when he was like, "This is my wedding. My pants gonna be," because his brother was telling him to like calm down and
Yeah.
stuff.
That's a little crazy. That was a little
And he was
crazy.
like, "No,
Nah, but like
he's
I get
like,
him
no,
though.
I have a reason to be mad.
But
Like,
you
this is my
have
wedding
you ever been like so upset with something, like even though someone's trying to be
on a
nice to
big
you,
day." I guess so.
is
Yeah.
someone's trying to be nice to you, like, yo, like chill out.
When
You
I
shut
saw
the fuck
that,
up.
I was like, man, Brett is gonna fight his brother. I was literally thinking like that would be David at his wedding.
I was like, don't fight your brother. Like, what are you gonna
Fight
do?
your brother.
Don't fight your brother. Me fighting Ricky.
Yeah, that would be you. That is so funny.
I do get mad like that though.
Oh,
I'll admit.
the scene of Marshall when he shows up to Brett's wedding. Oh,
Yes.
I was sobbing. I
Same.
was sobbing their whole wedding.
Yeah.
But you
I
know
agree.
what? To be very honest, with the wedding episodes, I'm one of those that skips through the whole thing.
Yeah, we didn't watch the whole.
No,
Though that
I
episode,
didn't.
I'll
And
admit,
you
I
know
didn't
what?
watch
It's so
shit.
funny because a lot of people were like posting like different clips of like things that happened at the wedding. And I was like, damn, I didn't see that. But because I like skipped through the whole thing, I just care about who says yes and
Yeah,
who
we
says
just
no.
skipped to the I do's.
That's all I care about. Like, I don't care about
We
any of the
literally
other
spent
stuff.
like 2 weeks, or like, well, yeah, it was like 2 weeks, right? Because they were dropping them in like bunches, the episodes.
Yeah.
We were literally just spent like 2 weeks just like crashing out on these episodes, learning the backstories, and then the last episode
And
we
then,
skip everything.
dude,
and
okay,
just,
but these people like didn't give a fuck about spilling the tea because we found like all the tea before the reunion even came out.
yeah,
So
the
it was just
NDAs
so
do not
annoying.
work.
They didn't work for season 4.
Yeah.
Like, these people did not
I
care.
didn't give a fuck.
Chelsea and Kwame.
Oh, I forgot about them. I thought we were gonna get to the good
Nobody convinced me that they are in love with each other. But you think that they are, right?
I do. Okay, so look, this is my theory.
Can nobody tell me?
Let me talk. Come on. This is my theory. My theory is they learn he specifically. So his character was very like villainized. Like he was like this like dude who was like they at one point they tried to make it seem like he didn't want to be black, and they did all this shit pretty just trying to villainize him, and every time she would say something he just looked like he was sick and tired of her.
He was sick and tired of her.
But if you believe the bullshit about them recording for 20 hours a fucking day and you have to re-record the same fucking scene over and over again, at some point you kind of just look at someone just be like, fam, you really gonna feed me that fucking strawberry again? Like, you're really gonna make me sit here and these fucking Calvin Kleins, and you're gonna feed me these fucking strawberries 3 or 4 fucking times because fucking Julio over here with the fucking camera can't get the fucking scene right? Like,
I don't think that they refilm.
Yes.
I think that like if they don't like something, then they're gonna be like, oh,
redo
we gotta
it.
film again.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Refilm.
But not the same thing.
Yes. Yes, I'm telling you, they would do that. And I think after like 20 hours, you get sick and tired. Belinda, I see your look on your face when we podcast for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And we have to redo the intro like 10 times.
I don't know.
I kind of feel him. And then they do this thing where like, do I agree with everything that he said and how he handled everything in the beginning? No. He's an idiot. He needed to handle that Micah situation a whole completely different. But do I think that, yes, they did learn to love each other and they grew to love each other? Yes. I'm even willing to bet that they're going to be one of the 2 couples that lasts the longest and they're going to be together. Yes.
Nope.
Yeah.
In a year, when they're like because, okay, there's like the contracts, right? And if you last up to this time, then you get this much money. And if you last up to this time, you get this. And like it just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
But the majority of the people from season 2, the minute that deadline came, all of them were filing for divorce.
They weren't there for that.
In a year, when Kwame and Chelsea announced that they're splitting up, let's talk.
Hasn't it already been a year?
No, I think it's like in 1 more year, because I think it's like the 2-year mark. So you have to last like 1 year for the marriage, and then like that's some payment, right? Because that's like reunion time.
Yeah.
And then you have to last 1 more year after that.
Yeah.
And then that's when the people like start filing for divorce.
I stick to it, and people, if you guys disagree with me, leave a comment because I completely agree. I think that
he's not in love with her.
I think he
if
did.
He went there for love, why was he at Married at First
Then
Sight?
it
Why was
is.
he at Married at First Sight?
My boy's just been trying to get
No, he's
married
just trying
for
to
a
get on
while.
TV.
No,
he's
been
just trying to get on TV.
How are you gonna? Okay,
He was at Married at First Sight.
I'm okay. For
He
the
went
okay.
there to
Hold
get on
on,
TV.
hold on. For
Can
the
nobody
record,
tell me
hold
nothing.
on. For the record, I do not agree with him being on whatever show. I think that does look sketchy. I'm just arguing for the sake of the argument. Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate. What if he really has been just trying to find love, and at the same time, like he's just like, this is like, it's a fucking experience. Maybe he just really wants to go through that experience.
He just wants to get famous.
Yo, he kind of looks crazy though when you like shoot it. He's like laughing, like we see you. Like, bro, you've been trying to get on TV.
I liked Chelsea at first, but then I don't know. It's just like she literally like it's her going off of whatever Kwame says that like just wasn't. It just wasn't it. Like he would clap and she was like, he is the most talented man I've ever. Girl, bye.
I don't just talk about me like that. If anything, women, y'all should be more like Chelsea because Chelsea hypes her man up, and that's why Kwame learned to love Chelsea.
Learn to love.
You do when you meet somebody for 10 fucking days and then you get married. You learn to love that person.
I don't know.
I used to have a coworker who said her marriage was arranged, and she told me, she's like, I met my husband and then we learned to love each other, and they're still together. We learned to love each other and then we got married. We're still together.
But I feel like for them it's forced to love each other.
I think it's just made look okay. That
I don't know.
Okay, I agree. But again, if we're gonna take this fucking lawsuit accusation real, I can see how after 20 fucking hours you don't want to eat that strawberry no more. You're like, bro, please, like, Yahweh, por favor, güey. Yahweh, ya me quiero ir a la casa, güey.
I don't know.
Like, you can't even change it up and give me a dipped mango.
Shook 1,000% when he said yes at the altar. I was shook.
I was, because I thought he was gonna say no.
I thought he was gonna say no too.
But
he said yes.
So one of Kwame's biggest backstories
to be famous.
No, one of Kwame's biggest backstories is that his mom didn't want to show up to the wedding, so he didn't want to get married.
His mom didn't want to show up because his mom knows that he's just trying to get on TV.
Or culturally, she's just very disagreeing with it.
Both.
I don't know.
His mom knows that he went on.
I don't know.
Married at First Sight.
She's like, bro, why don't you just go on Tinder like normal people?
Yeah, that's what his mom said.
Or just go to Walmart. Go run into the love of your life at Walmart.
Go to church and find your lady.
His sister did show up, Barbara. Barbara showed up, and she looked like a really good person.
I was fucking dead when everybody was like,
she's a paid actor.
Yeah. That his brother and sister were paid actors, and he was like, no, that really is.
That's just how they
siblings. That is so fucking funny.
And then they showed like the receipts of them just like being at each other's weddings.
I liked his sister, actually. Yeah. I liked her.
Yeah.
But
so it does look like he comes from a good family.
No, it looks like he does, but you can't convince me that he loves her. And then Nick asked Micah, do you think that he loves her? Like, or is it forced? Because Nick don't believe it either.
I didn't finish that interview. What did
she said she said yes, but you can tell she's lying. She just don't want to be on bad terms with Chelsea. You can tell. And Nick even was like, don't lie, like you're Micah. Bullshitting. Yeah. Nah, he was like, just tell the truth. And she was like, no. I think that they do love each other. No, you just don't want to be on bad terms with Chelsea.
Their love was not blind.
Because Chelsea looks like she could fight. She looks like she would beat the shit out of Micah.
She doesn't look like she could fight.
Chelsea does.
What the fuck makes you think she fed this man strawberries for 20 fucking hours, only drank alcohol, wearing a Calvin Klein, and I guess they even talked about that.
If it's between Chelsea and Micah, I think Chelsea could beat her ass. Micah don't know how to. She don't look like she know how to fight.
You don't know that. She probably came out scrap. You know what? I'm done talking about like boxing and shit because I've had a bad weekend with boxing.
I don't know. I don't know. That couple just. I don't know. It wasn't it.
I don't know. I give them out of 10. I'll give them a solid 6, and I think that they'll make it.
That's not a good rating.
That's over 50%.
I don't know.
That's a D.
I don't know.
That's a you barely passed. I know because I got all D's in high school.
Okay.
I barely passed. Now to talk about our favorite couple, the people of the hour.
Oh my God.
Mr. Marshall and Jackie and Josh.
I would fight Jackie if I ever saw her in real life, for sure.
Well, you got to watch out for her best friend.
Who's your best friend? Oh,
The guy
I'm
on TikTok with the big
dead.
puffy lips.
You know what? We ain't giving him no attention,
Fuck
okay?
him.
We ain't
He's a
giving him no
weirdo. He's a
attention.
weirdo.
The comments were so funny because he made her
He would
best
like comment
friend
back.
made a TikTok saying like anybody who talks shit about Jackie, like that he's ready to fight him and stuff. And the comments were like, "All right, bet I'm ready. Like I'm lined up then."
And
And
he's
then
like,
he
I'm just
replied
kidding.
back, and he was like, "Nah, you look like you know how to fight good. So next, I'm fucking
Yeah, he
dead."
was funny. Like I give
He's
him that.
funny.
Okay,
He's funny.
Marshall and Jackie
Do
and
you like
Josh.
Markle?
Markle,
Do you like Marshall?
yes.
Do you think? Because a lot of people are
Do
saying
I think
like
Marshall
bringing
is
up
gay?
bad things about him. Oh, go ahead and answer.
I don't think he's gay.
No, I don't think so
I don't
either.
think he's gay. So
Jackie is
that was
truly
one.
tripping on
She tried to
that.
sex play him.
Man,
Sex play,
I
for those who
ride
don't know what
at
sex play.
dawn for
Yeah,
Marshall.
so like people who don't know what sex play is like pretty much it's just like, you're gay. Like, oh, you like the like it's pretty much calling a straight man or a straight woman gay in order to like humiliate them. And I think that she did that because she's just honestly a piece of shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've never met someone who is a piece of shit. Well, yeah, I have met people who are pieces of shit, and they all have the same traits. And she has those traits, where she's like this person who is a gaslighter. She becomes this person who just like all of a sudden like she's the fucking victim and all this bullshit. And granted, yeah, maybe we don't know who Marshall is behind closed doors, right? Maybe he is a little abrasive and maybe he is whatever, whatever. But to sit there and like get caught in lies and then stand on that lie,
Mm-hmm.
that's some psychopath shit, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And she is the reason why, and like this is why this really, 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 and I told you this shit really makes me mad because it's women like her who make
Mm-hmm.
it hard for men to open up to women and for
Mm-hmm.
men to be fucking vulnerable. And then it's women like her who cause men to commit suicide. It's
Mm-hmm.
women like her who commit men who like are the reason why men become these calloused fucking red pilled fucking dickheads who treat women like fucking shit. And
Mm-hmm.
it's women like her who do that shit. It's never the good women who sit there and build you up and accept you and and get to nurture you and love you and do these things that you might be missing or that add on. She's one of those people who's just a horrible fucking person.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I know I'm getting really like fucking dead ass about this, but I really, Jackie, if you ever see this, I really fucking hope nothing good ever happens to
Oh,
you.
period.
I hope you stub your toe. I hope you stub your fucking toe every morning in the middle of the fucking dark. I hope you wake up, stub your pinky toe.
It's the toe pay for me. The toe pay.
Dude, that shit hurts.
You know, I'm fucking dead. I mean, I thought I hated Jackie, but okay,
No,
go
like it's
off.
truth. I've been holding this shit in for this fucking episode.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
oh man.
What do you think?
At first I thought that she really did like Marshall. Like I was like, okay, and it's just crazy to me because Jackie is not like she made it seem like she's like the most beautiful girl out here on earth, and like because she made like a comment like he was like too thin and like
Yeah,
shorter than what she prefers and stuff.
yeah.
This girl,
Preferences are preferences, though.
yeah. No,
You
I get
can't
that, I get
be
that, but
mad at
like
that.
it's like the nerve of like
Yeah,
she acts like she's like the most beautiful girl. I thought she was ugly, but
yeah,
you know, I don't know.
yeah.
I like okay, the text messages, like I was like, man, that is so fucked up because she literally admitted that she was only doing it for the TV. Like she was like, yeah, he's not my
Yeah.
type and I'm not gonna marry him, but we're stretching this out for
Yeah. She
TV.
had like
Like we
this
have
like
to make it to
so
the altar.
she talk about bad best friends. She was in a group
Mm.
text with her best friends and
None
she
of
was
these people got good
none
friends.
of these people got good friends. Like everybody should reevaluate their fucking situations and shit. TV and being famous will really bring people like bring out true colors in people you can see now. But pretty much she was texting her best friends in a group chat where she was just saying like, "Oh, this dude got a little sugar in his tank. He was twerking on a
Like
bed.
he's a
Yeah,
teapot.
he's a teapot
That's
and like,
crazy. Okay,
like
she said that the reason for the fight, the reason why she decided not to be with him is because that they were like playing around with each
yeah,
other, like like just joking with each other, and then she started saying to him like things like basically
ooh,
saying
like
like
you're
insinuating he
gay,
was
it's your little
gay.
gay
So
ass,
he told her like, oh yeah, well you
a
gotta
strong jawline.
strong strong jawline. So how do I know you weren't a man before?
Right.
He never said like the slur that
Yeah. He
she's
never said
claiming. All he said was,
she claims
how
that
do
he
I,
said the T word.
yeah. But he said he didn't say the word. All he
Yeah.
said was, "How do I know you weren't a
Yeah.
man before?" But he said that he thought they were just joking
And I
because
had
they were
look,
going back and forth. But she obviously wasn't
and
joking.
we've joked like that before. We've all,
Hmm.
you know, if you've ever been in a relationship with someone, you guys have made jokes and shit like that.
And like make fun of each other's
Yeah, like,
appearances and
but
stuff.
it's also like,
But
bro,
she
si
wasn't
te quieres
kidding.
llevar, like, you have to like
Yeah.
be able to withstand it. And she's like a prime example of someone who like can dish it out but can't take it.
No, but she wasn't kidding. And like she just like blames like the excuse on like her home situation.
Yeah,
Like
her
and it was so
dad
funny
or
because
whatever.
the minute that I saw her going crazy in Mexico, like having like a meltdown, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Why is she having this crazy meltdown? Like, this is a red flag.
Yeah,
And I like Googled it right away and it said like she was having the meltdown because like I guess her dad had cancer and he was sick at home. And all these people were like, okay, so then why the fuck would you go and do this experiment if your
yeah.
family is like
Like
sick
if
at
your family
home?
really needs you and you're gonna have to be, because there were text messages where she was talking to
Mm-hmm.
a producer and she was like pretty much just trying to bail out every single time that they had to
Mm-hmm.
do something. I agree. If you need to be with your family
Mm-hmm.
and and your dad's sick or you're going through some shit, fuck the show. Go be with your
Mm-hmm.
family.
Why
Go
would
spend.
you go on the
Why would you
show?
even like
No, and
take up
he
more time of
said
your day?
Marshall said that she was checked out the minute that they got to Mexico, that he felt like she was just there as a vacation,
Yeah,
not for like the love
yeah,
experiment. So, I mean, I don't care what she says. She was not there for love. She
yeah.
was there to get on TV.
And then she ended up. So then all that happened. She leaves, goes and meets up with the other guy who they were like in a love triangle with Josh.
No, let's
Come,
talk about the timeline though. I love me a good timeline, okay? So they first went to the pods. It was like
yeah,
the end of March. And
okay.
then they went to Mexico April 7, okay? I don't know how many days they were there. I didn't get that info yet, but let's say like a week maybe,
Belinda
okay?
spent like a whole day figuring this
Yes,
timeline
yes.
out.
I watched every single interview, like every single like TikTok about the timeline, and
Hmm.
like I literally watched everything to get all this shit, all the details, okay? Cuz it was bothering me cuz she kept saying like, she had that she didn't cheat on Marshall. She had the coffee date after she broke up with Marshall, and like there was just all these theories, right? So I did the work, okay?
Yeah.
And so
Thank us later.
they went to Mexico April 7th, 2022. And then they got back, I don't know, let's say like a week later,
Right.
okay? And that's when she texts her friends. Okay, well no, okay, this time in between, that's when they were doing their dates, meeting their families, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Okay, April 26 is the day that she texts her friends saying like, "Oh, can you guys meet me this Friday, April 29, for the wedding dress fitting, and then my wedding is May 10."
Mm.
And then like that's when she starts going back and forth with her friends, and like that's when she's telling her friends like that she thought Marshall was gay and that she wasn't feeling him, but she's got to make it all the way to the altar for TV. And then
Which it wasn't for
Chelsea's,
TV, it's just for the paycheck.
I mean, I think it's both because now she's got 1,000 freaking followers. So I mean,
Fuck that.
technically, yeah, like that's,
Yeah, sure, unfollow her and follow us.
yeah, unfollow her. Okay, but April 27 was Chelsea's birthday
Yeah.
party. Okay, and that's the day that she
Well,
met
Chelsea's
Josh
a
in
Taurus.
person for, yes. But I still don't like her. April 27 was her birthday party, and that's the day that she met Josh. And that was
Okay.
the first time she saw him in person.
Hmm.
Okay, everybody was questioning why she wasn't like, "Oh, who are you?" or whatever. She wasn't surprised when he like went up to her,
Yeah.
and she said it's because she recognized his voice right away, that she knew it was him.
Mm,
Okay, so
okay,
April
okay.
27. Okay, that's what she
Ye-
said, because
I'm following. You doing the
every
knowledge.
everybody was saying like, "Oh, I bet you Jackie and
She already
Josh
fucking
knew
knew.
each other."
Yeah.
Yeah, because she wasn't
You know
surprised when
what's
she met
funny?
him in
I didn't even
person.
know that, and now that you bring it up, I do remember when he walked up to her. You know how he's
He
being like a
walked
little
straight
fuck.
up to
He
her.
walked straight up to her, and she didn't say, "Who are you?"
Yeah, she
She didn't
didn't.
say like, "Oh, I'm Jackie. Nice to
But
meet
she
you."
said it's because she recognized his voice from the
I don't believe.
pods.
Maybe that is true.
I don't know. But it
That
was
could be
really funny
true. That
because
could
he
be
was
true.
all up on Marshall at that birthday
Yeah,
party,
he
like
was
all
there.
up in his. What are you trying to do? Kiss Marshall?
He's fake. No, she's checking the wrong sugar tank.
Hey, you know what? So Period.
She's checking the wrong sugar tank.
Period. You know what is so funny? I didn't know what the cauliflower ear was until this. Like, I had no idea
Oh
what
my
that
god.
was. And then
Belinda would like
everybody kept
send
commenting,
so
like, not the cauliflower ear. And I was
cauliflower
like,
ear
what is
is
that?
it's pretty much like in boxers and UFC fighters. Um, Shout out to my boy Javi. I think he has a cauliflower ear.
Not Javi.
Check out his episode on the podcast. But he has a cauliflower ear from like MMA, and it gets caused from just like I don't know if it's from
Mhm.
like pressure from like being punched in the ear or whatever. But he got the same shit. So pretty much what it means is like there's a joke where like if you're at the bar and then you pick a fight with the dude with the cauliflower ear, you already know you're about to get your ass whooped
Okay,
because he's
but
a
it was just so
professional
funny
fighter.
because all these people were like, "Oh, like not the cauliflower, not you picking the guy with the cauliflower ear," and it was so funny because I'm like, "Dude, what is this? Like, what's wrong with
Well,
his ears or what?"
amongst women, I don't
I
think
don't
it's
think I
I
would
don't think
ever
it's
notice that
I don't know
if
what
I didn't know
I
before
don't think
this.
I don't think that like women are like, oh, that's sexy. Because like amongst men, we see a guy with cauliflower, like that motherfucker get down.
I don't know.
We know he about to he knows some shit.
I don't think I would ever realize it. Like,
You
I
would,
don't know.
you
I
would
don't
if you see it.
now
No,
today
but
I
I'm saying
will.
like even if I walked in and I had it, I think you would notice.
I
You'd be
don't
like, what the
know.
fuck?
I don't know. It was just so
Okay,
funny because I didn't know what that was before
yeah.
this,
Shout out to the
but it
cauliflower
was
ear
so funny
gang.
because they were like, "Bruh, she picked the the guy with the turtlenecks and the
Cauliflower.
dangly earring, and
Oh,
she had the nerve to say Marshall's
dude,
got
my
sugar
boy
in
had
his
like
tank."
he had the like Fashion Nova men fucking starter kit, and I know, believe me, I know, I seen it, I peeped it. Like he had the little dangly cross earring, had that little perfect fade with the little turtleneck, and then
Back
the
to the timeline.
jean
Okay, so
jacket.
this birthday party was 27. That's the first time she saw Josh, and she liked Josh. Like, she was automatically attracted to him. They get home from the birthday party, and Marshall's like, I need to know what you need from me so that we can move forward and I can know, like, we're going to be
Yeah,
okay. She kept dodging the conversation. She was like, no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. The next day, the 28th, April 28th, 2022, that's when texted producer saying like, hey, I gotta go, like my dad needs me, and she told Marshall the same thing, I gotta go be with my
mm-hmm.
parents, like I'll be back hopefully tomorrow.
Right.
She gets her stuff, and this is what Marshall said that she went upstairs, got all her stuff to do her hair and her makeup, and he was like, if you're in such a rush to go be with your sick parents or your sick dad, because it was the dad,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in such a rush to go be with your sick dad, why do you need your hair and your makeup products? You would think that if your dad is so sick and you gotta go, you're gonna run out that door with nothing.
Maybe she doesn't want her dad to
And
see her ugly before he passes away.
why no? And then like the dad
I know
or
it's just fucking weird.
Marshall was like that he thinks that she went to go meet Josh off camera on
Definitely,
the 28th.
definitely.
And then the 29 was the dress fitting. That's when she like said she didn't. Okay, she actually has text messages, her texting the producer saying that she would go to the dress fitting, but that they were like, if you're not going to pursue Marshall, then let's just have you like cut it off with him at 4 o'clock.
Yo,
Like
the
go back to
producer's
the
like,
townhome.
fam, don't now waste my money and time. Because we already got Kwame getting fed strawberries for 20 hours. So we don't need this.
And so that's when she went to the town. Okay, the 29 is the dress fitting. Okay, this is the
Right.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she didn't show up to the dress fitting, and my girl Tiffany texts her man's Brett to let him know, hey, she didn't show up.
Los chismosos.
Yes. And then that's when he pulled Marshall to the
Yeah.
side and was like, hey, she didn't show up.
She's not
He
coming.
went back to the townhome, and then
Saw that she was leaving.
no,
Or she was gone?
she was like about to pack. And
Yeah,
then
that's
that's
what I'm
when she
saying.
broke it off and stuff. But she had said in there, okay, this is the thing, is that Jackie literally had the nerve to lie so many times on the show. She was like, oh, like I just seen Josh and like I'm attracted to him. I can't pursue you, blah blah blah. She said I had just seen Josh, but then when everybody was roasting her everywhere on social media, she said Netflix edited what she said and made her say that. And she was like, "No, I didn't see Josh. Like they
Netflix did not
edited
make you
that."
say that. You said that
And
on
I'm
your own
like,
because you're a piece of
bitch,
shit.
you lying. You definitely said that. And then, okay, I ended up finding an interview that she did with I forgot who, and she did say it. She said that she did meet with Josh on the 28th
So she
off
lied.
camera. Yeah, so
So
she
she lied.
lied. So she
Okay.
lied. She met with Josh off camera on the
Nothing.
28th.
Not
And then I
surprising.
think that day is like they decided, yeah, they want to be with each other. But then she told producers. So then producers were like, on the 29th, after she broke up with Marshall, it was in the night.
Mm-hmm.
They told her, like, okay, here's the coffee date details for you to meet with Josh.
Mm-hmm.
So that it made it seem like she was making the
Damn.
decision
So
the
so
next
so like
day.
Netflix literally tried to give her like the fucking alley oop, and she still fumbled it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
she did it on her own. She
Yeah.
went off camera to go
She's a
meet
fucking
Josh on
idiot.
the 28th and lied and said she was with her parents. The fucking nerve.
Just fucking stupid.
But even regardless, if she broke up with Marshall on the 29th first, you were an engaged woman this whole time, and then the next day you go and you're kissing and you're with this new man already.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Some
crazy.
sick shit.
And then on May 1st, the day after, that's when she sent her the picture of her and Josh to her friend saying, like, this is my baby.
This world is wicked.
Oh,
Shit's wicked out
man.
here.
The minute I
Man.
saw her at the coffee shop with Josh, I was like, you ain't
Look,
shit.
I am so happy I'm married.
But
This man is wicked out here, dude. I feel bad for y'all. If you know that pain, leave a comment. Maybe we'll
we'll find you somebody.
We'll find you some. Maybe we'll do our own dating show.
We already said this.
I know that, but our partner is no longer.
She's no longer single.
She's not on the market
She's no
anymore.
longer. She's no longer looking for love.
So, if you are looking for love,
you know what? I kind of feel like we had a part in her love, though. In her love. You know what? Did. We can't talk about that right now.
We can't talk about it right now.
Maybe we'll bring her back.
Maybe with our little following.
Yeah, I don't know. But Marshall is now dating a doctor.
Shout out to
But
Marshall.
I don't know, because he went on that interview with Nick and telling Nick, like, you know, he's seen somebody, but he can't really make it like a serious
Good
thing.
for him.
No, because
good for him. You should be out there playing the field, my boy, because you look really good right now. Because everybody feels bad for you.
No.
Everybody sees how good of a guy. Play into that, bro. Fuck it.
I don't know, because the girl, she looks so pretty, and she's a doctor. But then it's like, then he made this thing, like, he went on Instagram and made this apology and like said it on there. He wrote on there, like, I didn't feel like he needed to write all this, but
why did he apologize?
I don't remember, but he basically apologized and like added her and was like that she's been by his side through this whole year, even though he's been pushing her away, and like people were like, like, why is he like that?
Why is he being weird like that?
Like, that's a red flag. Like, why would you be pushing this girl away? And then like that's embarrassing for the girl too, like, because he just like admitted to the whole world, like, he's pushing her away, and she keeps like she's still there.
Dude, imagine if me and you are fighting and you're like in the next room just cooking dinner, and I'm like posting on Instagram like, I try to make it work, we're just no longer working now. Yeah. And then you just walk over like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're still Marshall gang though. Just clean it up, my boy. I don't know what you're doing, but clean it up.
You know what really fucking upset me? The way that Vanessa was dragging Marshall at the reunion.
Okay, so at the reunion,
she was dragging the wrong fucking people. Like, okay, she was so fucking fake for being so fucking nice to Jackie and Josh on this. And first of fucking all, Josh has the fucking nerve to sit there and say that he will talk shit to anybody who's talking shit to him, and he'll come for anybody. But he didn't even show up to the fucking reunion.
So he's a pussy.
He is a fucking pussy. She's a fucking pussy because she was talking all this shit, and she was like, "Oh, I'm bringing the receipts to the reunion." Where are the receipts, bitch? Where are the receipts?
Pretty much, this reunion was hosted by like Nick and Vanessa Lachey.
They gotta go.
And yeah, they gotta go. They were it wasn't even Nick.
It was just
dude. She was just so fucking stupid.
So like, annoying.
She just kept trying to be so fucking extra. Every single time that they would bring up a question, she was just not even to be asked. Not even when she would ask a question, she would just bring it right back to make it about her and Nick. And it's like, bro, we're not here to like hear what you would have done. Like, we don't give a fuck about
No,
what you would
she
have
is
done.
so fucking annoying. Like,
And then she definitely was like, well, I don't know how I would feel if you said this about me. Well, we don't give a fuck how you would feel about how you said. We give a fuck
I
about
was just like,
Marshall.
Vanessa, are we watching the same freaking season right now?
No,
Like,
we're
are you
not.
really dragging Marshall instead of Jackie? Like, she was really like hee hee ha haing
Yeah.
with
And then
Jackie and
the
Josh.
moment they,
Like,
they got off and she turned to him, like her whole attitude switched. And it's just like, bro, you're
yes,
fucking
she was on
weird.
something.
She's on coke.
She was she
I
was
don't
on
care if she did or
something.
didn't. I'm saying that she is. Allegedly.
She
Because I
was
don't want
on
to get
something
sued.
because I was like,
Allegedly.
dude, what? Like, I was like, there is just no way you are roasting Marshall right now.
Or like
And she was roasting Paul
the way she
too.
came for Paul.
The way she came for Paul when he was saying that
Yeah.
he just, I a
So hold
hundred
on.
percent understood
Set up
what
this
Paul was
conversation though.
saying.
Okay, so pretty much
Paul
the
said that
the reason why he
just
said no to
he
Micah,
no, it wasn't the reason, but it was
a big
a
factor.
big factor is that he just couldn't see Micah as the mother of his children. And she was like, why explain yourself, explain, like,
What
first
does
of
it
all,
matter?
but he did explain it, and the way that he explained it, I 100%
I
understood it.
understood.
You understood it
I get it. Like,
because
she didn't look
you,
like she was in like she looked like she
yes,
was still on her like city
no,
girl
not
vibe.
even that. Yes, but like not even that, but like I feel like when you meet somebody, you know that you're gonna want kids with them. Like you can picture it and you just know. Like I
Yeah.
knew the minute that I got with you, you were gonna be the father to my kids.
Wow.
1,000% knew it. You knew it too, right? Say it.
So romantic.
Say it.
Yes, I knew.
You just know that you want to have kids with this person. And so the fact that he couldn't feel that,
Yeah.
why would he marry her then?
No,
Like,
I
and you know
agree.
what? And like, then it was just like the way she was like, no, I didn't like his explanation. Do it again. Or like explain it better. Like, he doesn't need
Doesn't need
to.
to.
He literally,
And then she like spent this whole fucking thing where like she just kept pressuring people to be like, "Who's gonna give us our first Love Is Blind baby?" Like, how do you know
oh
like
my
these
God.
people
First
don't
of all,
have like fertility issues,
yeah,
or
you are
like or
never
don't
supposed
want
to ask
kids,
somebody.
or like they just don't really give a fuck to tell
I
the
saw
whole
the
world.
funniest TikTok where it was
Like,
like
shut the
when
fuck
the
up.
first Love Is Blind baby is born and Vanessa is like the evil monster stealing the baby because she was like, "Who's gonna have my first Love Is Blind baby?"
Like, she's so
I
fucking
was,
weird,
oh
dude.
my God, she was so. I was like, man, why the fuck would you ask these? You're never supposed to ask somebody when they're gonna have a baby.
You
Like,
don't. You just don't do that. That's just rude.
yeah, and you can tell who was it? Someone else said it too. Like, someone confronted her about it and was like, "You're not supposed to ask people when they're gonna have a baby."
What'd she
I
say?
think it was Brett, maybe.
What'd she say?
I don't remember what she said, but she was wrong for that.
She's just
Like,
stupid.
I don't know. I mean, the only person that she dragged rightfully at the reunion was Irina, because Irina did deserve that. But
Yeah.
no, I didn't feel like everybody. And you know what? Zach was even like, "No, Irina, you came on here to be famous." But
Yeah, he called her out on her bullshit.
Zach was the only one calling people out because Vanessa just didn't do it for me.
So
She
how did you
didn't.
feel about the reunion, just like in general?
I think that it was actually worse because it was live. I was expecting way more drama because it was live, but I think it was worse.
I think that the
I
reunion.
think they should go back to
So
recording.
they did this thing where like they wanted to live
Mhm.
stream the
I was
reunion,
fucking pissed.
and nobody was able to watch it because like we stayed up literally till like
We stayed
midnight
up until midnight. I couldn't get
trying
it
to watch it
on.
because we've been trying to get this fucking episode out. So we're like literally just trying to watch this fucking reunion, and it didn't come out.
Mhm.
And I think like I forgot what I was telling you. Like I feel like a lot of people were one of the conspiracies that I saw like on TikTok was that like it was being held up. Like
Mhm.
certain people didn't like the way they were being portrayed, and pretty much were just making it really hard for the producers and everybody to get everybody on the same stage.
I don't know. I don't know, but I was just mad because it's like for Jackie and Josh, like, okay, if you couldn't be at they said that they weren't at the reunion for safety reasons because they were getting all these death threats. Bitch, show up. Show the fuck up. You want to talk all
But then she
this
goes
shit.
antagonizing everybody.
You want to talk all this shit, but not show up to the reunion.
No, I agree.
Jackie, you ain't shit. Anyway, but
I
her
agree.
and Jackie, like, okay, Jackie and Josh, if they couldn't go to the reunion, why couldn't they like show up live? You get what I'm saying? Like how they usually do it for reunions.
Yeah.
Why do they have to have a private little reunion interview
That
on
was
the
probably
side?
heavily edited.
That it was recorded the day before. Like, first of all, why the fuck was it not live with the rest of them? Like, why couldn't you go on the screen with everybody? Like, why did you have to do it on the side with Vanessa? Like, that was not
Yeah.
it. And like,
Doing
I'm
stuff
just
like
so
that live is
aggravated
very
because
messy.
of the way she was like so cool. Like, bitch, did we watch the same season, Vanessa? Because why the fuck are you so nice to Jackie?
It was
And she
sad.
was so happy for them too, and like
Why are you happy that like these people ruined fucking? They
I don't
literally
know.
ruined a really
I don't know.
a good person's fucking life just by being a fucking just by
I
being
don't know.
themselves.
I don't know.
They deserve each other.
They do deserve each
They
other.
deserve each
And
other.
they said like they moved in with each
Well, I
other,
hope you
and they
guys
have, I think
both.
they have dogs
I
and
hope both of you guys stub your toes in the middle of the fucking night.
period.
And for your dogs, I don't wish anything bad because they have nothing to do with it, but they have to suffer with you guys as owners.
Period.
So
I don't
fuck you
know.
guys.
I don't know. I'm not happy for them. I don't care.
So
But it's, I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about how, like, okay, there were three additional couples
mm,
that also got engaged, but their storylines weren't followed,
they
and all
weren't
three of them didn't
interesting
even
enough.
last
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
It's
Josh,
so
fun
weird.
fact, Josh was actually one of those three
He got
couples.
engaged to Monica,
Yeah.
who was Jackie's friend, and I believe all three of them like are friends now.
hmm
Which
And then
is
there was
really fucking
then there
weird to
was
be
Ava
honest.
and
Monica
JP.
was the one that broke it off with Josh.
Yeah,
She said once they did the reveal that it wasn't for her. I feel like it was looks,
it
but
was the
it was a
cauliflower ear.
cauliflower ear. And then Wendy with Jimmy. I honestly don't remember
I
them at
don't remember
all,
them at all.
but
They
they
were
did
there.
get engaged, and
Shout
then
out to you guys.
they broke off right
That's all
after the
that's sad.
reveal. And then Ava and JP, they
They,
actually had some drama. So I actually followed this drama a little bit. So okay, Ava went on Instagram talking all this shit about JP, saying that after the reveal, he broke it off with her
she
through
was
a
ugly.
text on the airplane, having to do with like her looks, probably. And he went back and said, no, like that wasn't it. And he ended up posting his screenshots. And it shows, okay, the day that they got sent home after the reveal, it was April 7th. And he basically realized like because they told them like their storyline wasn't going to be followed without the second half of the experiment, he didn't feel like he would know like if he was going to marry, like
hmm
he just didn't feel right not doing the second part of the experiment, because that's
Which
the whole
doesn't.
thing about it,
But
right?
that that see when you told me that I was like, but what does that matter if you really in love with this person and you propose to them, then you figure that out on your own.
I don't
You just
know.
did they, he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
want
yeah.
somebody to pay for everything.
Like you would, yeah, like that's the other thing too, is that you basically are just supposed to figure it out on your own at home. And I think it was just
They didn't get to be on TV.
because they didn't get to be on
Yeah.
TV. Okay, so he texted her. They were at the airport, and he was like, "Hey, like, can we talk tomorrow and meet in person? Like, once we're back home, because they both live in Seattle." And she was like, "Yeah, let's talk. Like, what's wrong?" And he was basically like, that he like wants to put a pause on the engagement because he realized like he would just want to date her, and then hopefully like down the line he would want like to get married to her still. And he
Yeah.
told her like everything that I told you in the pods is real, like I do love you and I do want to be with you, but I want to date, like I don't want to go home and tell our families like we got engaged and stuff like that. And she was like, yeah, I totally get it, like that's fine, like I understand, like thanks for being honest. And then the next day, she texted him and was like, "Hey, I gotta be upfront with you. My ex just texted me saying that he wants to come by and
Mm.
talk with me." And he was like, "Please, like, have that conversation with him if you want to. Like,
Yeah. Like go
don't,
figure it out.
yeah, like, don't, I don't want you to have like any what ifs and stuff." And he's like, "Let me know how it goes." And then she like texted him the next day. It was a lot of back and forth, but she basically texted him, like, checking in, see how he was doing. And then I guess they went out. I don't know like what day it was, but it was in the middle of April, I forgot.
hmm
And they went out and I guess they saw each other in person, but she was like drinking, and then she starts yelling in public and starts saying like he was a piece of shit, and everybody was just staring at them, and he like just left. I guess he didn't say anything to her. And then she texted him the next day and was like, "Hey, I'm really really sorry for what I was yelling at you yesterday. Like I was already having
No,
like so
fuck
many
that.
drinks." And she basically blamed it on the alcohol, that's why she was doing that.
Another
And
one.
he never responded to her. So because
That's why she got salty.
he was upset because he was like, why would she do that, like why would she yell out or whatever. And that's why she got salty and like went and was talking all this shit or whatever. But I don't know, that was the Ava and JP drama.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad they sounded boring.
Yeah,
She sounded boring.
yeah.
We need more drama.
We need people like Jackie.
We need people like Jackie who need
I
to
don't
stub their toes
know.
in the
It
middle of the
just
night.
sucks. Like it just sucks when it's like a good person like Marshall
Yeah, getting the shitty end of it.
with a person like Jackie. Yeah,
But
but
I mean, that's the name of the game.
and then like after the after like the wedding and stuff, Marshall
Mhm.
dated another girl. I forgot who it was, but he dated another girl from the past for like 2 weeks. He said, but then
Mm.
he said like he was just like so heartbroken and it was so fresh with everything that
He
happened
was
with
just trying to be
Jackie
under someone
that
else.
he just needed to be by himself. Yeah,
Good for him. He
yeah. I
looks
don't
like he's
know.
doing fine. I mean, in
Mhm.
reality, a lot of these people look like they're doing okay. It doesn't
Yeah.
really seem like anybody's really suffering from the negative backlash that they received from this
Mhm.
season and shit. So, I mean, good for y'all.
And you know what?
Y'all giving us a lot of content.
In Nick's interview too, like Marshall was like that he doesn't wish Jackie bad, that he's happy for her, he's happy for Josh. And
He's a
he's
liar.
yeah,
He's
I
a
know he's
liar.
lying.
'Cause I'd be lying too. I'd be
I
wishing
know
y'all
he's
hell.
lying. Yeah, me too, period.
And I think that they're, I don't know. I think couples that are built off of shit like that aren't gonna last. I guess they're still together or whatever, but I don't see it happening
Oh,
that long.
I actually saw JP out, like someone had took a picture of JP out with Amanda. I think that was her name, right? Actually, fuck, I don't
I don't know
remember
what
her
that is.
name. It was the girl who was engaged, or no, it was the girl that Paul might have proposed to before Micah. Fuck, I don't remember what her name was. I
He
don't know
was
if it
going
was
to propose to
Amanda.
her.
I don't think it was Amanda. I don't know
I
where
was
I got that name from.
well,
Hold on.
yeah.
I don't know, but I saw JP out with
I'm just making people up.
no. I don't remember what her name was. I don't know, but I basically saw like pictures of him out with her at like a baseball game. So I don't know if they're like a thing or gonna be a thing or like what. I don't know. Yeah.
Man,
So much tea.
those NDAs
So
did not work.
no, they didn't. So much tea this season.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. The next one I think is gonna come out soon. Okay, but I love the ultimatum and the perfect match too. You didn't watch any of
No, I
those,
didn't.
so you're gonna have to watch them. But
Maybe
um,
we'll see. We'll
yeah,
see.
this was a good ass season.
Let's see if the people enjoy these breakdowns. If you guys enjoy them, then yeah, I'll watch the ultimatum, and I'll watch the other episodes that we have things to break down.
Yeah,
Because honestly, like I like watching shows like that because I like reality TV. I know
me too. Me too.
a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't like to watch this shit." I'll be one of the people that admits it. I'm not gonna lie, it's a guilty pleasure. Like I love watching it because I love just seeing fucking chaos,
Hmm.
and it's not even like thing that's like really hurting people because a lot of this shit is like scripted. A lot of this shit is just like people being put in like the same room knowing that they don't like each other. Well, let's just see what happens.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted for the reunion. I
So I
really,
don't
really
mind that.
wanted to see Jackie, Josh, and Marshall in
But
the
they weren't gonna
reunion.
give us that
Mm.
because Love Is Blind dropped the fucking ball, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but don't ever do live. Netflix should never do a
Mm-mm.
live anything ever again. They should just go back to, and even the way they're
I
setting
like
up
the
the
way,
episodes
but like the
sucks.
way everybody has been talking shit about Nick and Vanessa, like I'm like, man, is she even gonna do the next
She
reunion? I feel
deleted
like
her
this is so,
Instagram.
yeah, this is so awkward. Like, I
Um,
wouldn't want to do it after all these people was talking shit
I
about
mean, I'm
me.
willing to, but they already got it recorded.
True. So maybe
So,
she'll be season 5, but then
so
season 6, she
yeah,
probably won't
if
do it
there is a
anymore.
season 6,
Right, because of this lawsuit. I,
if it is real, I don't know. Did you
yeah, I
see
don't
any like
know.
paperwork on it?
No, I didn't.
So
I'm
allegedly,
just assuming
it's an
that
alleged.
it's true.
It's an alleged, not an assumption. Allegedly.
Well, these people are messing it up because they were deprived of water and food.
And had to retake the same scene 20 times being fed a
They're
strawberry.
fucking up the possibility for season
But
6.
hey, but like going back to that, like that's a very plausible way of like why Kwame looked the way he looked every time
No,
that
for
Chelsea
sure.
talked.
I
Because
guess.
I think that he just didn't know how to cover it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe that, let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
All right. We'll
Okay.
see in a year
We'll see in a year.
when their divorce paper
Kwame,
comes out.
you better fucking listen to this and you better fucking hey, I literally I stood up for you, bro. Not no and that's not a popular thing.
Mm.
So I might get dragged for this. And if I do.
Can nobody convince me? I don't care. I'm
Okay.
sticking to my word.
Okay.
They. Mm-mm.
Well,
Nope.
is that it?
Yeah.
And that's it. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at the We On One Podcast. And we'll see everybody and talk to everybody soon. Bye.
Bye.